Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whenever it is that you watch this. You have stumbled across another episode of Lunch Stream and Chill. We're working through our Everspace 2 series. Having a lot of fun with it. There are a couple of things that are different from how the recording ended yesterday, and I specify the recording. The stream yesterday did not work, it turns out. My settings were too high, and I was getting bounced off the server. So I have reduced my bitrate, and we will be more closely aligned to what is desired. Anyway, minutia most of you don't care about. Let's jump into what we usually do first. Silly dad jokes from the dad joke calendar. I went to the doctor to check out a bad cut on my arm. The doctor said I would need stitches. I asked to do them. She said, suture yourself. Suture self. That's pretty good. Kind of visual. Could probably deliver it better. What is the smartest mountain? Mount Cleverest. Yeah. Also mountains, as far as we know, mountains aren't sentient. As far as we know. Dive into that one. How can you jump higher on a waterbed? Well, you fill it with spring water. Spring water. Whew. Wild, wild. All right, the place where we left off. Adam is involved in a gang war, and the gang war that he's involved in is between these people who are completely fire crazed and people who are completely water crazed, and they're making all sorts of fire and water puns. It's brings a grin to my mouth, or to my face, to my mouth. Yeah. These two different groups are called the Zurilia and the Retaliators. Anyway, we're at the Retaliator base, and the place where we left off the stream, we were trying to figure out how to open the door to allow our little bomb carrier into the Retaliator base. Now, this is a Zurilia bomb carrier, so the idea is that we trick the Retaliators into thinking the Zurilia attacked them, and that amplifies the gang war. However, because of the bumps in the stream yesterday, I did a little bit of extra time in the game, and because of a couple things that happened, I'm going to be moving forward about 10 minutes later than what you saw recorded, and so you'll see a couple of changes. I'll point them out as we start. But let's begin. Thank you for being here today. If you're watching live, feel free to throw questions in the chat. I did put it up on the side over here so I can see it. All right, so just kind of catching everyone up to where we were. When we left off, we were outside. Oh, I went the wrong way.
You think I don't hear you down there? Scurrying around below my decks like a little rat. Who, me? No, just inspecting some cabling, routine maintenance calls. Situation normal. This is Admiral Balakin. I do not take kindly to stowaways. I will find you down there, vermin, and I will exterminate you.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But look, if you would set fantasy aside for a moment, you might want to think about evacuating this place. It's about to get real hot.
Real hot? You must be one of Zealous' men. If that bastard sent you to piss in my end of the pool, you will all suffer for it.
Yeah, that's me, Zealous' little helper. But again, nothing personal, so you might want to gather up some things and paddle yourselves upstream.
You're the one who'll be swimming with the fishes very soon, little rat.
Well, don't say I didn't try to warn you. Bye now.
He seemed nice.
Okay, the place where the recording left off, we were at this door, and there was a shield over this switch. And essentially what needed to happen is that we follow the power cable over here took us underwater, and the puzzle we left off on is that we had to figure out how to open this panel. And we couldn't shoot it, and we couldn't throw gas tanks at it, but what I figured out is I could sit up here and I could shoot through it. Missiles didn't work, my autocannon didn't work, my beam weapons worked, energy weapons worked. So I don't know if that's how you're supposed to fix that, but in case anyone is curious, here we go into the next area. So in here we've had a whole bunch of traps. Like I said, we're about 10 minutes ahead of where the recording ended. And we're kind of guiding this bomb drone through. Come on, you can come with me. There were some traps here as well. A lot of the traps were kind of laser mines and a few other things. And then there's these, you know, so these are disarmed laser mines right here. It's green. And then switches to shoot on the doors. Anyway. So for people coming through this area that were using my videos as a guide, sorry to skip a couple minutes. But there you go. Need to place a bomb there, so we'll grab a bomb from the drone. And then just... Oh, I can't throw this one, huh?
Second bomb attached.
Second bomb attached. Time for more drones. Ooh, I hate these puzzles. I mean, they're not really puzzles, but... I'm an old man. My reaction times are not as good as they used to be. Just a second, I think this text is about stream. Alright. Okay, through we go. Almost got caught again. Up, up, up. Into the little corner. Went around. Yeah, what was that? All right, here we go. Open the door, please. What do we have in this area? Are there more traps? Oh, oh, ouch. Yep. So one disadvantage to having the largest class of ship is that exact thing right there. To be fair, I was coming in a little too fast too. Alright. I have another text that might be about the stream. Why? Okay. Looks and sounds good. Love it. Think we fixed the issue from yesterday. So let's head back to the bomb drone. Where are you? Come towards me. There we go.
Another one set up. Only one left.
Alright, we're gonna look ahead here. Seems like we're going underwater again.
You are approaching a flooded section, long abandoned. It is unknown what might be lurking down there, and you are already aware your weapons are non-functional underwater.
Right, Hive. Thanks for the pep talk.
Let's get up out of the water as soon as we can here. Let's see what's around us. Right. Back to the bomb drone we will go once we figure out on that door. Okay, so that's our last bomb placement location, it looks like. And then you are powered by what? You know what, we'll figure out later. Let's get the bomb going in here. Missed the position. Is it down further? Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. We're on our way. Thank you for piloting the bomb drone, Jeeves. Makes things easier. I'd hate to have to pilot that like a drone, and then pilot my own ship, and then pilot that, and then pilot my own ship. Be a little jarring. Switching back and forth. Fun music. It's good stuff. Oops. Sorry for the little bump there, buddy.
What the hell just happened?
It appears that the exit route has been sealed behind us.
I told you we would find you, little rat. How does it feel to be trapped inside with your own bombs? Let's see how badly you really want to set them off. Enough that you'll go with them?
He makes a good point. Perhaps we shouldn't signal the coalition to trigger the bombs just yet.
We can find another way out of here.
There is a bulkhead door. I believe its molecular structure has been weakened by years of saltwater erosion.
On it.
was that generator right there. You just couldn't shoot it yet because I have to progress the story a little more. Okay, how far away are you?
What the hell are those things?
Drones of some sort. They are scanning.
Scanning for what, Hive?
Your bombs. If they find them, they will defuse them, and the mission will have failed.
We better not let them find the damn things.
It's marked here.
All the bomb disposal drones are destroyed. Damn you. I'm damn zealous. Tell your hairless master that he's all washed up. The pact is now, and his life forfeit.
His remonstrations would confirm that the mission objective has been achieved.
Indeed it has, Indeed it has.
Ming-Yun, now would be the time to detonate the bombs.
Bombing sequence initiated. Get the hell out of there, Mr. Roslin.
Wow. Can you give me another cutscene?
Did you make it out in one piece?
Amazingly, yes. And it seems like old Balakin took the bait.
More than anticipated. We're intercepting their comms and there are some fireworks. I urge you to pay us another visit at HQ. You surely don't want to miss this.
I'll be there.
The Retaliator decal. Alright, how are we doing inventory-wise? 51. We need to sell off. Also, we have a couple of high-risk signals to do, or high-risk areas to do. Union, Zharkov, and then 2 here in Drake, which is great, because we need 2 for the Drake challenge. Looking forward to that. This space music is pretty great, gotta say. To Letho at the Coalition HQ. Just have to go around.
Yun.
Adam Roslin, I'm glad you came.
I generally like to finish what I started. Has the ruse worked?
Better than I could have hoped. The 2 gangs are about to engage in all-out battle for supremacy.
I hope it's worth it. I assume you have a backup plan in place for when they start talking.
I assure you that will never happen. Their mutual hatred has been stoked beyond any reason.
That sounds more like overconfidence than wisdom.
You do not know me well enough to take such an informal tone.
Yeah, maybe. But if any of them stop shooting long enough to ask questions, it'll lead right back to the Coalition. What will you do then?
There are, perhaps, precautions we could take, if it's not too late.
And by we, I suppose you mean me.
Indeed she does.
You said you wanted to finish what you started. It would mean flying almost directly into the midst of their battle and not being seen.
Sounds suicidal. What's the goal?
There's a long-range comms network in the sector, left over from the war. If you can jam their transmissions, they won't be able to put 2 and 2 together about the deception.
Okay, but if we use the radio dishes as jammers, I'd have to activate every single one manually, right? Not an easy play.
It's my fault for not thinking of this sooner. I can't ask more of you, Mr. Roslin.
But if I do nothing, the station could end up in even more danger than before I put these events in motion.
Yep.
Please, Adam.
For the
sake of
children.
Can't say I fully agree with your way of doing things, or
For
using
the
Elek's kids to pull
children,
my
Adam.
heartstrings, but you're dealing with lunatics here.
I don't know why that's so amusing to me, but it is. It's good. We're rich. Okay. I mean, not really, because we spent all of our credits last episode. We did, in fact, get a Tier 4 gunship last episode. Pretty great. Customize it mostly the same. Speaking of which, we did also get an additional wing. So let's go ahead and look at this new wing type. Ha! Okay. I think it was this. Round on the front. Kind of, well, that reminds me of Gundam. And I'm not a Gundam fan, just the art style. Not that I dislike Gundam, just, you know. Just haven't been a big proponent of it. Alright, well here we are. Looking good. We have a scattergun if we want. It is about time. We're 4 levels behind on our flat cannon. So it is about time to make a new flat cannon. You know, what we got is working, but also doesn't hurt to be up to date. So, come on, baby. I mean, I don't love it, but look at that damage difference. Except, so we'll go back to inventory from there. Modify. We are going to install a catalyst. We're going to go for the mining catalyst again. Because folks, flak is how you mine. I say over and over and over. Yeah. Cool. And then this one we can break down. So in that extra chunk of minutes as well, I couldn't save the game after I finished recording because I had enemies in the area. So I had to tap a couple enemies in the area, and that got us to 27, and we threw on this optimized nanoplating, which I didn't put a catalyst on yet. So let's do that as well. Our autocannon still looks good. Got a new booster as well here, which is good stuff. Sensors treating us pretty well. And we got a new energy core. This was actually a weapon output decrease, but the improvement everywhere else was so much better that, you know, obviously had to consider going for it. Strength in death and overleveled. Holy cow. That one's going to be spicy. Let's do it. Alright, folks. Superior high-risk area with overleveled and strength in death, which for high-risk areas might be 2 of the most threatening. However, since picking up this legendary shield, Most things have felt pretty trivial, so we'll definitely have to see how it goes. And hopefully we'll get some more, level 27 equipment that we can use to improve our situation. Alright, where are we starting? Starting a decent distance away. That's okay with me. Gives me a chance to start here. I think that new flat cannon works. Wow. Okay, you're 4 away. You're close. You just set a little love tap there. Give this flat cannon a workout again here. Plenty of close targets. Frozen. Third time again. Grab this container before we find the boss. Oh, it's a shipwreck, not a container. Alright. Scattergun. To the boss we go. Let's start with some flat cannon action, and then we will move over to our autocannon once we're close. Could we use a turret? Yes. We obviously didn't need it. Alrighty. Alright. That's one. And we got another. No EMP. Double trouble. 300%. Yes, please. I mean, this place didn't do much for us, so we'll go for another. High risk area number 2. One quick moment here. Alright, back we go. I apparently paused right at the right moment, right as we were about to start loading. How far away are all of you? 4. 3.5. 4. 2.5. Start out with some black. Friends on approach. There's things up. And I can. One thing I want to assess here, the no EMP bit. I'm curious if I can still use my EMP to get shields back. So I'm going to use that right now. I do still get the shield regeneration, even though they aren't affected in the same way by the EMP. So it's good to know. But man, that freeze is really kind of a headache. Clear out some good junk. Pull it back up. EMP some shields.
About to stop us.
Yeah, my attacks here are not auto-aiming as well as I used to. Say the number of enemies in these superior high-risk areas feels good. It's good. I also find it kind of shuts down my speech a little bit. So I'm really focused on, okay, what target do I need to pick next? What is the highest risk? Defended. little malware share there. Oh, I just spun my camera around. I want to see everybody get hit. Boss time. Hit the shipwreck first while everybody jumps out. Double trouble. Oh, did I get some more wings? New wings? Interesting. Alright, Swift autocannon. I mean, is that just a straight upgrade? Shield bypass, chance to slow, 10% experience. Shield bypass, corrosion damage. Chance to crit. I mean, is that just a straight upgrade before the catalyst? Might be a straight upgrade before the catalyst. Which kind of compelling, I gotta say. Yeah, and then the other question is, do we do marksman or do we do powerful? I think we do powerful. We have all the materials. Just throw it in there. So, autocannon upgrade, at least. That's good. Kind of big from a straight damage perspective too. I like that. One more high-risk area to do. And then I think it's time to move forward. Concept of lunch stream and chill is kind of some gameplay, some relaxing music sometimes, and some 2-cent philosophy, which you'll get during the videos, but sometimes at the end as well. Oh, that's 4 ways still. I shut down my booster early. So if you're into that sort of thing, I will play some AAA games, but I also play some niche games. I would consider Everspace one of those a little bit more niche. But I find for the relaxation that we're going for in Lunch Stream and Show, a story-based game or a very repetitive game is a good option. So I don't want to wax philosophical. I'll play something that is a little more repetitive, takes a little less brain power. When I want to explore the story of the game and kind of enjoy it, you know, video games are about story. A lot of them are. I think it's kind of interesting when people say video games aren't art. There's so much art on video games. It's everywhere. Are they high art? Maybe not, but I consider them quality. The amount of effort, the amount of attention that goes into them. And are you going to get the same level of story as, you know, a really well put together, you know, multi-book series that's a novel that's completely all oriented around character development? No, but you'll usually have fun justifications for whatever you're doing. One of the things I've talked about with this game in particular, you're running away from the Coalition at the start of the game. And because you're fleeing the Coalition, you have to turn off your navigation computer because it links up to Colonials. Or not Coalition, Colonials. You're running away from the Colonials. You don't want to be caught by them, and so you have to turn off your nav computer. And that is one of the best ways to explain, oh shoot, I don't have a map. How do I know where to go? Because those things almost never make sense unless you're, you know, it's coming of age story, like your kid has never left his village sort of situation. And it's not unique to this game, for sure. But it's kind of fun. I commented on it earlier. This new autocannon was definitely an upgrade. It's wrecking. Run away. Alright, come on, boss. There's a stabilizer and units. Woo! Alright. Back to space. Partly just so we can listen to that really calm rock music while we play around in our inventory for a minute. 42 out of 56. Let's organize what we got. Not going to replace that legendary shield just yet. Not a fan of beam lasers, so that's an easy skip right there, and I think we can get rid of this scattergun as well. With the autocannon we have, just doesn't make a lot of sense. Back to missions. We need to go back to Zharkov for that. And so we could progress gang wars, or we could get back to the story. I think we should probably get back to the story. And the reason I say that is I'd like to move us forward at least one little bit here, one notch. And I'd rather not do it right at the end of the stream and then get roped into something long.
Suggesting this is a contested hotspot.
Alright. So, to Zharkov.
Initial bypass tech for the win.
I am awaiting the next impending malfunction, so I can finally say, I told you so.
Sounds about right. Jeeves. To Vesna mining colony. Zoom.
Should be able to help reestablish that encrypted link to our guy on the inside. Hey, Tammy, you read me?
I've been briefed by the commissioner and I'm standing by. You know what to do?
We'll tackle the surface fleet first, and then you'll let us into the hangars. And, it's nice to hear your voice again. At least now I can act like myself around you.
We need to act quick. I think security might be onto me. I'm worried they might suspect me after your last visit, and that my movements have been monitored.
I understand.
Movements?
The commissioner will be here shortly, and you'll be in safe hands.
Movements. So what do I need to do here? Bring down shields of locked targets and use the malware. Okay.
Yeah, party time! Fire away!
Hey, take it easy. The objective here is to ground the mining fleet, but we don't want to hurt any civilian miners. They've got nothing to do with this.
I'm good with that. You just bring down the shields and I'll do the rest. I have my suspicions who you're working for.
You'll find out soon enough.
Mercenary. Name your price.
I will not even entertain the idea. Seems to be working. Shame we can only do one at a time, but this is still doable.
It's a cinch. On to the next. You have that Roslyn arrogance, all right. If only I could harness that loyalty and obedience from you also. There's that Roslyn name again. You guys certainly get around.
I can't get into it right now.
Malware upload.
At least if there's anyone on board, it's a soft landing.
We have detected the activities of a saboteur.
They're onto us. Better hurry this up before they can mobilize. It's a good thing the elite squad aren't here.
Hey man, don't be tempting fate by even mentioning their name. That's a jinx.
Well, jinx or not, Blakemore probably has got eyes on us now. We best watch out.
Alright. Come on. Recharge. Malware upload. There we go. Let's grab this container while we wait for the malware upload to be ready. Mining equipment. Nice.
And that was all of them from what I can see. So now we ransom GMB for the codes to remove the malware, right?
No, that wasn't the plan, actually. But Why don't you just transfer me those codes in case we need a bargaining chip? I don't really see the benefit of this exercise if we're not squeezing them for every cred they got. The greater good? Hey, I really had no idea you had ulterior motives in all this. Come on, aren't we all in it for the filthy lucre at the end of the day? This is really not a good time to start arguing about all this. Why don't we just pick up this discussion later? Hey, you know I'm kidding around, right? Lighten up.
Do you really believe that this pathetic demonstration will hinder my plans?
Yes.
Blakemore, you know perfectly well what will happen if you go after that comet.
Who do you think you are to intrude in our affairs? Ordering mining fleet to override safety mechanisms for immediate launch. Yes, sir.
With the disruptions to the mainframes, the ships will be unable to launch with success. They will very likely crash.
Hive, see if you can get me to broadcast directly to the miners' channel so we can warn them.
Their channels are blocked.
Youch.
You just ordered innocents to their deaths. Those miners had nothing to do with the politics involved.
If you become a pawn, you become part of the game. Once they signed the G&B contract, they signed away their right to exist beyond what I tell them to do.
Dude, I really want to kill this guy now. We'll let the commissioner take care of him her way. Right now, we need to concentrate on making sure that fleet stays grounded. And for that, we need to get inside and destroy their equipment.
So, what is that supposed to mean, Adam?
Okay, Tammy. We've disabled the mining craft. Can you get us in so we can wreck the beryllium mining drills?
I've opened the first door for you, but I'm not sure what more I can do. They're on to me. My clearance has been revoked. Looks like my time is up.
We need to get you out of there right away, before they get their hands on you. Ghost, can you manage an extraction and bring Tammy safely back to base?
You got it. Tammy, get to the dock ASAP.
Sorry your cover got blown, Tammy.
At least I got to do some damage beforehand. That's the moment I'd been waiting for.
Do I need to take all these turrets out? Probably not. Kind of still feel good to do. Yes. And there's a container over here, so. Room. Oh, you have me entering down over there. All right. All right. Tower 1. Tower 2. Quite sure what to do with these here. Right, yeah.
Gotta get through this other door. There's not much more I'll be able to do.
Alright, now I need to look around. Things to shoot. Switches to flip. Things to break.
I would suggest deploying a drone, since you have favored them so much of late.
No.
Well, nothing works better for getting into those unreachable places.
Alright, here we go. I would suggest deploying a drone. Do I have to? Okay.
I have to admire your ingenuity to an extent.
No.
You're not so different from my Rosalind at all. Admit it, Blakemore. Seeing your plans go up in smoke must sting a little. A small setback. All this equipment, miners included, can be replaced in a short time.
So I did, in fact, knock that down. Now I have a little tiny hole here. Alright. I wonder what the ticking is. Don't particularly love that. Dead end. And down under. Alright. I'm in. Hack the terminal.
That did the job.
Yeah, but now there's a shield there. Okay. Tunnel access again.
These vents are an obvious flaw in their security setup.
There's one button there. Is there another one? So not you. What about this side? Alright. Steer a drone into one of the vents to cause an explosion?
Okay, now I just need to steer this little guy right into one of those vents down there.
Oh, this is kind of disorienting. Boom.
Vacate this area at once. Explosion imminent.
No need to tell me twice.
Fly away, fly away.
I've been following your progress. You've done good, Mr. Roslin. I'm moving in to make a formal arrest.
Blakemore's in a bind, but he's not showing it. Let's hope he surrenders without too much fuss.
I've got him just where I want him. Now is the moment to apprehend him while he is at his weakest. It's time for the fleet to exert its authority on this matter. Your aid has been invaluable, Mr. Roslin, but you need to step aside and allow the weight of galactic law to do its work.
Well, let's see how this goes down with the locals.
Attention, this is Commissioner Hawke of the Colonial Fleet. The GNB leadership is to relinquish its position at once. This is your only warning.
I had a feeling it was you behind these nuisance incursions all along, Hawke. You are well beyond your jurisdiction and are overstepping your boundaries. Here in the DMZ, I call the shots.
Oscar Blakemore, you are to present yourself at the docking area for immediate arrest.
You have no powers here, and to prove that point, Here is my authority to take you into custody. What's going on? Elites using wormholes? Surprise, surprise. Damn it. They seem to have received weapon upgrades too. And Ghost is gone with the mainframe disruptor. Oh, this is real bad.
Command your elite units to stand down at once.
If Commissioner falls into Blakemore's hands, nothing will stand in his way.
All systems are down.
G&B appear to have successfully disabled the Commissioner's cruiser.
This is just getting worse. One more hit and I'm done for. Units, hold your fire. Now, whatever malicious software you hit my mining fleet with surely has reversal codes. So I'm going to ask you nicely, at first, give me the codes or the Commissioner dies, and then you die.
Don't do it, Adam!
Killing a fleet officer would really be crossing the point of no return, Blakemore. Give up while you can and end this craziness. You are not in a position to be making demands. Your deaths will be my pleasure. Boss, wait. Let me handle this. I believe I can persuade our visitor to hand over the codes. All I need is to jog his memory and help him set his priorities. If it saves time, do it. I'll keep the Commissioner here as collateral. After you, brother. Where are you taking me? Somewhere you need to see. Let's just say, back to where it all began.
Alrighty. Back where it all began. I do find the all systems are down. Why are you talking to me on comms then? It's funny.
You remember this place, right? Where we were created. Yeah, unnerving, isn't it? A proper family reunion.
Why did you bring me here?
I wanted to show you the handiwork of your Commissioner Hawke. She did this. Shutting down cloning facilities was a fleet directive. We are an embarrassment to keep concealed from the homeworlds, but you know that. Hawke has been using that as leverage against you, and playing you for a fool. You've been working the wrong side. You've forgotten where we belong. Our future is in the Beltigrades, and with GNB.
You obviously have no understanding of what's at stake here. You can't touch the Comet. It'll mean war. Millions will die.
Once we have the Viridium, we can handle the Okar.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
With enough of their sacred resources, we can match Okar technology. That wormhole tech was just a taste. Blakemore is a visionary. Under his leadership, the Beltigrades can be its own entity.
I don't think that would serve anyone but himself.
Do you want to waste your existence in obscurity? I know you, as well as I know myself. You want to be a part of this. It's in our DNA.
But at what cost?
We are the perfect vessels for a new era, and together we could achieve marvelous things.
Being clones doesn't make us genetically superior. We might share the same DNA, but we're really nothing alike at all.
It's disappointing to find you so unreceptive. We're the last, you know. All our brothers gone, dead. We could have made the perfect team. Is this how you do your bargaining? I really don't need you, you know. The virus you uploaded is only a minor setback. Let me spell this out for you. I will dismantle the life you have built, your pathetic den, and the degenerates you collected within it. Unless you hand over the codes. Let's make it easier for all of us. Don't mess with my friends!
The ship's damage is critical. I strongly advise that you use the nearby repair bay.
Are you telling me this bay is still operational?
That seems to be the case.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not quite sure where we are, obviously. I know what you all know. That looks like death. Let's try going over the top. Yeah, that'll do it.
Repairs complete. Let's get the hell out of here while we still can.
It appears that your clone counterpart has extricated himself from his predicament and could be airborne very soon.
That was it. You blew your last chance. I may as well leave you here to rot. It's parsecs from the heart of the DMZ, and without my wormhole tech, you're as good as buried here. If you ever make it back to Cedo, you'll find nothing but ashes and dust where your base used to be. Have fun dying slowly in the knowledge that your friends will die before you. Damn it. We better act fast. Hive, where are we exactly?
We are currently in the Keone system, which is centered around a neutron star of the same name. The system contains several smaller planetoids and is considered uninhabitable due to the residual radiation from the resident star's relatively recent supernova. Your clone counterpart was correct in his assertion that we may be stuck, as I detect no operational jump gates here. Another means of travel will be necessary.
Oh, if only we had another one.
I was afraid you were gonna say that. Carla, do you read me?
How did it go, Nama?
I need your help urgently for getting me out of where I am right now. Are there any locations close to my position where I could construct a spatial bypass?
No, not at your location. I would need a little more data. Send me some scans from other locations nearby, Toka, so I can analyze them.
Okay. I'll explore the nearby planetoids in order to get you the information you need. Can you put me through to Delia or Ben? Adam, what's your status? Was the mission a success? Things didn't quite pan out as expected. It seems my clone counterpart knows the base's location, and the elite squad could be headed straight for you, primed to obliterate you. The mining fleet isn't going anywhere for now. But where it all went wrong is when Hawke arrived on the scene to apprehend Blakemore, and the elites appeared out of nowhere. They've been fitted out with some kind of Okar wormhole tech. From what I can gather, that's what their mission to the Byron system was about. What can we do? I'm not sure this place could withstand an assault. Mount whatever defenses you can until I get back. Brief the others to make urgent preparations and muster any firepower they can. Ghost made it out with Hawke's mole Tammy, and they'll hopefully get to be with you soon, so you'll have some more help there. We're in pretty deep, aren't we? Ben, now more than ever, you need to protect the people we've given a home to. Please, I can't have them die because of me. I'll do my best.
Well, this is pretty intense. I like that I got a complete free repair, especially since they damaged me in cutscene, so, you know, a free repair is nice. Missions. Leave this location, search the system for a spatial bypass location. Alrighty. While we're here, we could hit these things as well.
I remember the carrier all right, but I don't remember it being out here.
Data unavailable. Most likely a clone carrier left over from the Okar Wars.
Hey, Hive, if you knew each of my earlier iterations, what can you tell me about the particular one I'm up against?
I can recall all of your versions, but to distinguish them characteristically is beyond my capabilities.
I guess all I really need to know is that now it's just me and him.
Okay. So that other last thing to shoot, is that's not inside here, is it? No. No? Over there. Okay. There's a hole. Can we go through here? Yep. Protector sphere. Alright, like that. That'll get us through the wilderness a little bit. Please be a 60. 30. 30 is something. With 30, we can travel a little.
One of my earlier clones. This poor guy didn't make it far at all. I suppose I should be thankful for my comparatively long and eventful life.
This clone version refused to comply to the mission objective. I was left with no option but to terminate assistance.
Wait, you mean you killed me, Hive?
Certainly not. I ended compliance. Quite a different thing. What you see here should illustrate what happens to a craft without real intelligence on board.
Protector sphere socket. 500 below. Don't quite know where it is, but we'll head around and we'll see if we can find it. I'm not quite sure what that did, if anything. I mean, it did something, but I'm not sure what. I'll grab another. I go up and over? No. I go through down here? Yes. Okay, so now I know where to go, but I think I need another sphere if I want to protect myself from whatever radiation this is. And we can come through this area. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Keep looking around a little bit over here. Did I see a gap? No, not really. Gas tank dispenser. Interesting. Container 1.5 away. I mean, finding these secure containers and not having any idea what to do with them is kind of annoying. But we'll keep exploring a little bit. Oops. I didn't think so. So, are you first? Yes. Then you. Then you. Then you. Nope, it's on the other side. Then you. Then follow the cabling. Alright, nice. Let's figure out, if we can, what the shield generator does. That's on the inside, huh? And then gas tank dispenser. Is this for something? Can I use it to break this? Nope. Can't break in that way. Gas in space. Fly away home. Well, with Adam's return to this ship, where he finds what's left of the war's cloning efforts, I wonder what we will learn. So, there's an energy unit there. Is there a socket inside somewhere? It's not inside, that's just through. Connection socket, connection socket, connection socket. Okay. And another thing to shoot. That's good. Swing her on the side. Open it up, see what we find. Another energy unit here. So that makes 2 out of 3. Maybe while we connect up these two, we'll find the third one. 2 down, 1 to go. No? Alright. I was thinking, since the other 2 came from these big fuel tubes, that maybe you would have third one in this big fuel tube. But it's not there. What about here? No? That's closed up, right? Yeah. Back up and take a little bit broader look here and see, because what we have here is we have a leaky fuel tube and a leaky fuel tube, and that's where those other 2 powers came from. So one that got thrown out in the crash. I feel like the likelihood that it's way over here somewhere is not high, but we'll take a peek on this side anyway. We'll check it out eventually, if we want to clear the area. And for me, this is a fairly calming way to close out this episode. No stream and chill. Exploring.
Another Adam Roslin. R.I.P. Is there any other man in history who has had to see himself die so many times?
Your self-pity is unfounded, since you, technically, only have yourself to blame.
Huh. Creative writing. All the way over to the end here. Is there any way in on the ends? Swing through in this area. And why are all these shipwrecks in tubes? I think that's another question we could ask.
Another me. What was I even thinking by starting this maddening butchery of myself?
An attempt to save yourself from the effects of a decaying cytotoxin and vengeance for the wrongs done to you by Seth Nobu and Admiral Kryn Gork.
Stop, Hive. I was speaking rhetorically. I'd really rather leave it all in the past.
A decaying cytotoxin. I kind of hope we hear more about that in the future. This one's bothering me. We'll look a little further over. Might hit the area boundary here. Oh no, there's another energy sphere socket. So there's even more over here. Look around, round, we look around. Well, if you're still here live, thanks for being here. Feel free to ask questions. Loving the commentary by Duke over on the side here. Aha. Something. Well, there we get an energy sphere. And we know where that goes. Do we know where that goes? Thought I knew where that goes. Jam into the tube somewhere. Okay, we'll try again. One of these tubes. Let's guess. Any chance? Seems like not that one. Let's try again. Is it a good idea to randomly throw orbs of pure energy into what formerly was a propulsion system? What could be wrong with it? What could be wrong? Number 2. There it is. We got it on a second guess. Alright, we need to make some inventory space. The fun thing is that the base is completely full, so we're going to be breaking things for processors for a little bit here. Although I might have space for some commodities that are partial stacks, because we got a bunch of commodities in the base. Okay. There's those 3. Alright. Well, let's grab this deposit. Like I keep saying, folks, flak for mining is the way. Don't know why you'd pick anything else. That was so swift. I feel like I've been around this ship and around this ship and around this ship, and I'm not sure exactly where to look at this point. Saw a tube, got excited, realized it was a dead end. How did that thing fuse together? There's just something I'm not seeing that I need to move or shoot or bump into to free it up. Anything here? Dead end. Dead end. Not a lot of room to turn around. Okay, well, up and over, back to the clone carrier. Let's see if we can figure out these other puzzles we got going on here. And let's go all the way to the front this time too, because there might be some things that pop up on sensor that we didn't know were there, like that.
Nice!
There we go. Is it another Adam clone or no? Expected commentary, Adam. Alright, wrapping around the front. Nothing over here. Okay, once more into the radiation, my friends. So now I need to check this because I don't even know where this phasium would be. I didn't see it when we were running around the front, but clearly there it is. Sometimes your sensors give you great info at long range. Sometimes you just have partial something or other. Alright, back to it. Can I get in this way? Survey says no, sir. What about the tube? This is the tube where we smashed a few things already. This is a dead end. I remember it being a dead end, but it's sometimes worth checking twice when you're looking to solve a puzzle. And then I remember this being a dead end. Yes, sirree. Okay. Up here on what I guess we can call the top of the ship. Is there any sort of entry? That looks like it could be... Nope. Up there? Nope. On the side. On the front. Aha! Well, let's hope to get lucky here. Okay, one. Okay, not that one. Let's switch. Oh, it's one of those puzzles that'll tell us. That one. That one. That one. That one. Nice. Okay. Another one down here. The fact that we don't have indicators too yet means that these are not the only two that are left. Let's grab an orb. Just give ourselves a little more time. Okay, let's see. Do we have markings? Not really. Do we have power? Obviously. It was really kind of strange to try to figure this one out. Here's another potential hole. Yeah. Okay. All right, moving around to the front. Detector sphere sockets. Oh, there it is. It opened. Good. Okay. Woo. All right. Homing missiles. Yeah, I think we can turn that into a shard. I don't plan to use those. This blaster. I just tend to not like blasters, so that's an easy break. Scattergun. More marksman's cruise missiles. 5.2. Look at that. That's some range. We won't be putting this shield on. I think that'll buy us plenty of space for this. And my question is, how many more secrets are there in this place? We know of the one location where we need to drop a power connection. Can we just look on the map? 8 more secret stashes and a mainframe component. Well, folks, we're over time. So this is an okay place for us to leave off. we have progressed the gang feud, and we pursued G and B back to their base, grounding their mining fleet, but then Adam Rosslin brought us back, the evil Adam, as I've been calling him, brought us back to a different system. We're in the Keon system now. And in the Keon system, we don't have a way home. So we are going to explore, try to find a way home, and figure out how to protect our friends back at home base in the next episode of Lunch, Stream, and Chill. Thanks for being here. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are and whenever you watch this. I pray that life finds you well, that you will work hard, that you will find time to rest and play, explore new ideas. And if you're in a time right now that is very stressful, I hope that you can find a way forward that makes sense. Sometimes that stress is something that you can mitigate by your behavior. Sometimes that stress is something that you naturally will make worse by your behavior. Don't try to escape that. Sit with it, figure a path forward. Enough 2-cent philosophy for today. Have a great rest of your afternoon, or evening or morning. I already said all that. Cheers.